Okay, good day everyone. My name is Simpiwe Mahakwe and I'm part of the Tangible team. Before we get started, I'll just like to introduce some of the Tangible team that is on the call today. And some of them you will be engaging with them. So we have Wendy, who is our comms manager. Maybe Wendy, if you just wave so that they know who Wendy is. She just popped up on the screen as well. And then we have Jackson, who is our engagement manager and also your Africa liaison as well. And then you have myself, who is Simpiwe. And then we have Swangile, who is our info lady, and Jade, who is our admin lady, who you also get in contact with on WhatsApp. So welcome. If you're here today, it is because it's either you've participated in our tournaments before or you're fairly new and you would like to participate in Coding for Africa this year. My main role today is to make your experience for participating in Coding for Africa this year as easy and as accessible as possible. So I'll just jump on to our info session and maybe just navigate to my other screen. So what are we covering today? We're going to be covering what is Coding for Africa, who can participate, the tournament journey, teams, game packs, and equipment, the Tangible tournament app, how to register teams, training and preparation, certificates, prizes, and recognition. Please note that you can just keep all your questions. We're going to have a nice Q&A right at the end, but we just want to take the first 10 to 15 minutes just to get everybody familiarized with all these points that we're going to touch on. So keep your questions for the Q&A section. So, what is Coding for Africa tournament? The Coding for Africa tournament is a continent-wide tangible initiative helping young people across Africa to develop their coding skills, computational thinking, problem solving, and teamwork through fun, unplugged activities. Your learners will be learning how to code using our tangible tokens, computational thinking, problem solving, teamwork, play-based learning, and obviously you're going to be participating with the whole of Africa, right? Who can participate? Your school can participate, your organizations can participate, your coding clubs, and your grade 4s to grade 12 learners. For grade 4 to grade 6, you can participate in the interactive activities and also can participate in the tournament. If you missed our session that we had yesterday about the interactive activities, please note that it is on our YouTube channel for you to watch and then familiarize yourself on how you can participate in the interactive activities. And then for our grade 7s to grade 12s, you are solely participating in the tournament. Wendy, can you just confirm if the presentation is visible?
Yes, the presentation is visible.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the tournament journey. Schools and organizations are going to be hosting their own tournaments. So the first step is obviously at the school level or the organizational level or the local tournament. So your school and your organization participate to host their own tournament at your own venues. Then the first place winners at your own tournaments will then go through to our nationals, and then the top 10 teams that made it in the nationals will go through to the World Cup. Okay, hosting your own tournament. As a participating school organization, you will host your own tournament with the tangible tools and resources. So you host the tournament at your school or the organization, facilitate a tournament on the day, prepare and practice with your learner. And then the final step is identifying the winner that will then go through to the nationals. Tangible will be providing all the information you need through our chatbot, which I'll get into a bit later on. Teams, game packs, and equipment. If you are participating for the first time in the tournament, you need to have the tangible game pack. To purchase the game pack, please email orders at Liva Foundation. And then for returning schools and organizations, please note that you do not need to purchase new tokens. You will be using the same tokens to participate this year, unless obviously you have a bigger group and then you will need more tokens for that bigger group. But the same game pack that you've been using is the same one that you'll be using this year. You need one game pack per 3 to 5 learners. This is a team participation competition, so 3 to 5 learners need to participate at a time. We do not have a cap on how many teams can participate, but a team needs to consist of 3 to 5 learners. And please make sure that your game pack has 31 puzzle pieces in it. Okay. The Tangible Tournament app. To participate in the tournament this year, we will be using what we call the Tangible Tournament app. On the Tangible Tournament app, we will be using the same game, which is Rangers. Learners should practice before the tournament day, and you need to install the tangible game on your phone. The levels will be different to the ranges that you normally play, obviously, because it is a competition. And then obviously practice improves learner confidence, etc. The reason we're using the Tangible Tournament app is that it comes along with a leaderboard that can help you track learner participation and do the scoring for yourself. For those of you who've participated before in the tournament, you would have known that you would have then had to kind of have a scoring system that you do manually yourself. Luckily, with the Tangible Tournament app, it has a leaderboard that can do the scoring and the tracking of the participation of your team itself. Okay, the registration process. The way you will be registering this year is that you need to join on the Tangible chatbot to receive regular updates on how to register your teams, to get information on how to purchase the tokens, how to get trained, etc. So everything and all the information linked to the tournament will be sent via the Tangible chatbot. Again, we are aware that not everybody has engaged with a WhatsApp chatbot before, so I will be doing a live demonstration for you shortly so that you can familiarize yourself. Okay, training and preparation. Before the tournament day, learners should complete the following step. So the first thing that you are supposed to do is download what we call tangible games. On there, you'll have access to all 5 games that Tangible has developed. But for the purpose of preparing for the tournament, we will be using Rangers for it. So you download the tangible games and then you use Rangers to practice and prepare for the tournament. You complete all 30 Rangers levels to familiarize yourself and get familiar with the gameplay mechanics as well. And then you practice with your learners, right? Training resources and videos will be on the chatbot as well to get you ready and prepared. I will also be showing you how to access those training videos and resources as well. Okay, certificates, prizes, and recognition. So all participating learners will receive electronic participation certificates that schools and organizations can use for recognition. What we will be sending to the schools and the organizations that register this year is a template that you can populate yourself for all the learners that have participated in your specific tournament this year. Then we're going to have the most active school and then the most active organization and then a teacher champion award that will be going out. And then obviously, like I had mentioned, your first place team that wins at your school or your organization then gets a chance to move on and participate in the nationals. Once they get to the nationals, the top 10 team, if they make it through the top 10, then they get to participate in the World Cup, which had about 400 sides and 30 countries worldwide participating last year. Okay, so your overall tournament preparation checklist is that you join the Tangible chatbot, you download the Tangible games, you complete all 30 ranges levels, you download the Tangible tournament app, you practice with your team, register your teams once registration opens on the chatbot, confirm your tournament day, and then we compete. Please note that you don't have to remember the entire checklist because you will be receiving messages via the WhatsApp chat bot for each stage that you have to do and complete as well. Okay. How to access resources and support. You access all support and resources through, again, our WhatsApp chatbot. The slides and the video will be shared with you by Wendy. So you'll then be using the number that's here on my screen, and you can either click the link or scan the QR code to access the chatbot, and then you'll be getting all participation information, program updates, support, and also reminders of all the steps that you need to take in order to participate in this year's tournament. Okay, before I jump into the live demo, please note that the tournament this year is from the 18th of July till the 18th of August, and you can choose any day in between those days to participate this year. We are not strict this year that you only have to participate on the 18th of July. We had received multiple requests in previous years that can we participate on a different day, so we've decided to make it a month long. Okay, to jump into the live demo for WhatsApp. Okay, Wendy, can you just confirm that the screen is visible for WhatsApp?
Yes, we can see it clearly.
Thank you. Okay, so the first thing to note is that your WhatsApp chatbot does actually go to sleep, to put it in nice terms. So from time to time, if you log out, if you go out the chat, you'll then get this message that says the chat will end in 5 minutes. If you would like to access the chatbot again after the chat has ended, send the word menu, and the main menu will open up, right? So when you first start with the chatbot and you click that link or you put in that number, this part of the chat will not be there. It will be fairly empty, right? And what you will see there will be coding for Africa, right? So when you click on that link, the first message that you see there will be coding for Africa. All you need to do is press send. And then you count a couple of seconds just to give your chatbot to load the message for you as well, right? So for this one, I think I should have just typed menu because I haven't been registered yet. Right, Good. So what will first pop up is Coding for Africa, play, solve, create. The Coding for Africa tournament is a continent-wide tangible initiative helping young people across Africa build coding, computational thinking, teamwork, etc., right? Then you'll find all the different grades that can participate over here, right? So for your grade 4s to grade 6, this is the option you're going to choose. For your grade 6 to grade 12s, this is the option that you're going to choose, right? So I'm going to choose a grade 6 to grade 12 one. Then you get these pop up. It says, are you thinking about joining Coding for Africa 2026? It gives you the session that we are in today. So if you had if you had joined the chatbot last week, this was the message that you were going to get to join in today's session. And then it gives you a welcome to Coding for Africa Tournament 2026. Learners work in teams. Again, please note that as your learners participate, they need to work in teams of 3 to 5 learners. And then you yourself, the school or the organization that you're from will run the tournament themselves. Then the winning team will then progress to the nationals. And then the top national teams will then qualify for the World Cup, as I have shared as well, right? Then you can click menu here. Then because you need to select, are you a returning participant or first-time participant? What this means is, have you used the chatbot before, right? So if you haven't used it before, please say you are a first-time participant, and then you can just say, I'm a first-time participant. Perfect. So then it says, Coding for Africa is a continent-wide challenge. Sorry, there's multiple videos over here. Okay, there. We'll scroll together down, just take it step by step. And then you see an image there. This was our Gqeberha tournament in the Eastern Cape in South Africa. And as you can see, it's either you can set it up in your classroom, or the learners can play in a hall, and you can just set up mats for them to sit on and play on. And then it says, how does it work? It's all about teamwork, team up and play, code with tokens, scan and play. And then there's a nice video there. And then how do I get involved? And then there's information about how you can get involved, right? Then if you want to participate,
there are a few people who are there are a few people that are just saying they can't see WhatsApp. They can only see the Coding for Africa page. So I don't know if you wanted to just try reshare your screen. I can see the page, but it seems like a few people can't. So maybe if you want to just
can't see it. Okay.
Reshare it and let's see if that fixes it.
Okay, let me just say stop share. Then let's share again. Okay. Is it visible now?
I can see it, but I could see it before. But if anyone can't see it, please just type in the Q&A and we can see if it's fixed or not. So you should be able to see a WhatsApp screen. It'll look like WhatsApp messages. That's what we're looking at the moment. So if you're still only seeing the Coding for Africa screen, then our fix didn't work. Okay, there are no comments, so I think you can proceed.
No, I can come. Okay, sure. Thank you. Okay. And then you get how to get involved, and then you can click the menu. If you want to join the tournament this year, this is the option that you will select. So you say join tournament. And then it says register to participate, register your school, your organization, or your classroom. Once registered, you will receive updates and resources via WhatsApp and email, right? So because I'm not registered, it will tell me it seems you're not registered with the Tangible Africa. Would you like to register? You say yes, let's register. Let's get you registered. Reply with your name and surname. So you type your name and your surname, and then you press send. What is your email address? You type in your email address. What school do you teach at, or what organization do you work for? Work for Tangible. What phase do you teach? So you select the phase that you are teaching. Obviously, no one here will be selecting grade R to grade 3. It's either you're selecting grade 4 to 7, 8 to 12, mix of phases, and then not a teacher, right? So I will choose the 8 to 12, and that. What province are you in? There's an option there. So if you are in South Africa, you'll select any one of these provinces. If you are outside of South Africa, meaning you are in Africa, the other African countries, you'll choose outside of South Africa. Because I am in South Africa in the Eastern Cape, please select Eastern Cape, and you send that through. So then it confirms your details. Are your details correct? Simpiwe Mahakwe, is this your email? Is this your organization? Is this the phase you selected? And is this the province you selected? If this information is correct, which mine is, you say yes. Then it gives you a hi, Simpiwe, nice to meet you. You are now part of the Tangible network. So you say continue. So you have now joined our WhatsApp chatbot, and now you'll be receiving all the updates that are linked to you participating in the tournament this year. So you can then say menu here, what do I need, right? Let's get here. So you now want to know, what do I need to get started? Tells you teams consist of 3 to 5 learners per team. Teams work collaboratively to complete coding challenges on the day of the tournament. Each team needs a game pack. This year's tournament will use ranges on the Tangible Tournament app. Learners should practice before tournament day. The gameplay mechanics are the same, only the tournament levels differ, right? Same menu here. You don't have game packs, so you would like to order game packs. You select order game packs. It tells you the same email that I had shared in the slide is also here. Kindly email orders at Lever Foundation to purchase your game pack. And like I said, your team needs to consist of 3 to 5 learners. So for example, you have 20 learners that are going to be participating, meaning all you need to get is 4 game packs if your teams consist of 5 learners each, right? So you don't need to get a game pack for each learner. You just need to get 4 game packs, 1 game pack per team, right? And then it says, what do you need? The same message that had popped up earlier pops up again. Now you want to get started. What app am I going to be using, and how can I get training, right? So it gives you the links for both Google Play Store or Apple App Store, and then you can select the links, and then they'll take you directly to the tangible games. And then to get started, we have 2 of our videos that are there. One is a full training. This is the full training. This is just to get you started, which is just level 1 of the game, right? And then to continue, you can click menu here. You now have ordered your game pack. You now have gotten training. Maybe you have a couple of questions as you're doing training and you need support, right? Contact support. You can either email us on info@Liva Foundation and somebody will respond, which is most likely Swangile will respond to your email, or you can WhatsApp us on our support line and somebody will also respond to the WhatsApp to assist you further. So this is how you access all the information you will need on the chatbot and engage with it. Closer to the date, you will be getting a register for the tournament and how to prepare for it. But to get going and to prepare, you have all the information that you need here. You have the information on how to purchase the game pack. You have information on how to get training and get started with your kids as well. And then you are now also registered on the chatbot to receive information as we get closer to the tournament period. So I'll end there with the chatbot, and then I will jump into our Q&A session. So this is your chance to raise your hand if you have any questions or need clarity on any information that we have shared.
Simpiwe, I thought maybe before you jump to the questions, maybe we can just show everyone what a game pack looks like in case they're new to Tangible. So this is what the game pack looks like, and then inside there are these pieces. So they look like little puzzle pieces, and then on the inside they have a QR code, and that QR code is what the app on your camera will actually scan. So just in case anyone's been wondering what are the game packs that we're talking about and what are the pieces, that's what we're talking about, and that's what you get. So people, there are quite a lot of, well, there are 3 questions in the Q&A. So I don't know if we want to just jump in and answer those in the meantime. So maybe we just follow on the game pack one because we've been talking. There's a question about how much is the game pack?
So the game pack is 100 Rand, excluding couriering fees. So it's 100 Rand excluding couriering fees. And then there's a hand up. Archie. Please don't forget to unmute your mic.
Like I have a confusion when it comes to the packs that we need. So are you saying the packs for that I needed for the tournament, each it's 100 Rand?
Yes.
So and each and the courier fee is not included in it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought because on your website it's saying the coding kit is 3,500, so I'm confused.
So the 3,500 one is the one that we call a school kit, which normally accommodates 40 to 50 kids.
Oh, that's the 3.5 one.
Yes, yes. And it normally comes with other resources like booklets and grid mats. But to participate in the tournament, you don't need the full kit. All you need is a game pack per team.
So it can be ordered from the email that I was given that you give.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. So it's called what? It's called what? So that I can write it down. The pack.
It's a game pack, tangible game pack.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
I'll just go into the Q&A. There was one that says, may I register learners in grades 5 to 7? Yes, you can. When you are registering, though, it's normally you registering as a school. And yes, all grades can participate. So if you are at a school and you want all your grade 4s to 7 to participate, they can. You don't have to select one grade to participate. And then, is there a way to purchase missing tokens from a pack instead of purchasing a completely new one? Unfortunately, not. You will have to actually purchase a new game pack. And then so we need one game pack per group or per child in the group. You need one game pack per group, not per child. So if you have 20 kids that are participating, you only need 4 game packs because it's one game pack per 5 kids. Will there be practice codes again for the tournament app? If yes, when will they be available? Yes, there will be practice codes for the tournament app available 2 weeks before the tournament date. And then, will there be practice codes again for the tournament app? Okay, I think I answered that. And then we have Mbulelo. Hand who's up. Please don't forget to unmute yourself. Hi, Mbulelo.
Hello, Siandiba.
Yes.
Hello.
I can hear you. Right. Yes, I can hear you.
Hello, guys. Well, in my case, I just want clarity on the dates because I'm originally from PE, but I've moved now. I'm in Queenstown. So I used to go to the father's house with my kids, from the previous school. So we'll sit down and then we get the winners. But now, since my schools have always been competing, even in Olympiads, they will say there's a day for you that you should select. So how does this one work now? I select a day, who am I competing with? And last one, since we already bought the packs, by the way. Thank you, guys. Thank you, because they came as the quick as you can. So I've got all my me. So with the 5 kids that I need to have, because all the kids now will be excited in their groups. Is it my discretion to say, okay, this one is the workaholic, let me put it in my group, or how would you advise me there?
Yeah. Can I ask how many game packs you have?
I think I have 7 or 8.
You have 7 or 8. So 7 to 8 game packs can accommodate 7 accommodates 40, if I'm not mistaken, 35 kids. And are you planning to get more than 35 or 40 kids to participate this year?
No, for a start, my principal said, let's give it a go and then we'll see from next year. So these ones are safe for now.
Okay. So how you do, I liked your question where you said, who am I competing with? So because you're hosting it as a school, your teams are competing against each other so that you can get a group that will be first place that will then go through to the nationals. Does that make sense?
Okay. Okay, then you're going to ask for the names of those group members. Then I register that particular group.
Yes, for the nationals. The winner out of your 8 teams, that first place winner. Yeah.
All right, thanks. Last one. Do you need like some recording or proof that I actually had this, or I can do it at my own little school and give you the names?
We're gonna actually have proof because you're gonna have to register for the tournament and then partake in the tournament app. So that's how we know that you've participated.
All right. Thanks a lot.
It's a pleasure. And then we have Rase Simola. I hope I said your name correctly.
Hi, Simpiwe. Thank you very much. You said it very well. Hi, Simpiwe. I think first I must applaud your team member, the gentleman by the name of Mpho Koyana. Is based in the Free State, Bloemfontein. So I'm from the Library Services in the Free State Sports, Arts, Culture and Nutrition. And last year, in fact, early this year, we invited Mpho. He delivered a very brilliant presentation, and it was even more practical. Now, we then made a request. Remember, in the Free State, we've got over 180 libraries that are run by the province. They are at the provincial level, not at the local government level. So we made a request that we need to procure the game packs, because during his presentation, he gave us, just, I think it was one, and we had to divide it between the 5 districts. But I gave you the quantity of 180 libraries in the province. Now, my question to you, Simphiwe, is to check, because we made a submission to the director and to say, look, we need to procure this game packs. Now, in the question, it was, is the company, able to do business with a government? Because with us, it might be a little bit different, as some of the schools, they might probably be buying from the budget that they receive, I don't know, maybe at the school level, but with us, we procure at a provincial level, meaning it's going to be a huge amount, and we don't want to be buying through a third party. These people, they buy from you and they sell from us because they've got documentation to do business with government. So I want to check with you to say, like, Simphiwe, are you guys able to do business with government, and are you on the CSD? So that's my humble request from you. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. I am not sure about if we're on the CSG, but I can check. Can I just ask that you send an email to that orders email that was there, right? And then we can check. But yes, we have dealt with universities before and unions as well. So I've never had us have a problem with that. But Jackson is in the call. Jackson, do you want to answer that?
Yes, thanks for that question. I just want to state that we've worked with Ekurhuleni libraries before, and they also needed us to be in the CSD system. So yes, we will be able to work with the government to for you guys to procure the game packs from us. We'll just, as Simphiwe said, send that email and then get the details that you need from us in order to make sure the transaction can happen. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jackson. I hope that answered your question, sir.
Definitely, Simphiwe. I think maybe because I'm saying this in confidence, because my worry is that once the third party is involved, the prices become astronomical. You might find that your box is around 3,500 rand. We would be buying it for 7,000 rand. So that's basically how they do. And that will end up pushing the department to say, look, let's not rather buy a large quantity, because we could have been buying for the rest of the libraries, but because of the amount, then we end up buying less, because the price would have skyrocketed. But I thank you very much from Jackson. But I think Mpho gave me some of the contacts before.
Okay.
I'll engage that person again.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. It's a pleasure. And then from the Q&A section, we have Adam, who's asking, when you say practice codes will be available 2 weeks before tournament, are you referring to the tournament day that would have been chosen when registering, 18th July and 18th August? And how will they be accessed? So when I say 2 weeks before, Adam, I mean 2 weeks before the 18th of July. And then how will they be accessed? We will be sending you a WhatsApp text on the chatbot to let you know how to access your codes. You will do that through registering your teams, and then you'll get access codes for your teams. So that's not something you need to worry about. Currently, all you need to worry about right now is making sure that you have the tangible games and you have ranges on, and your kids can use that to familiarize themselves with the game mechanics and completing all those 30 levels. And then we have another question, and it says, a hypothetical scenario, if you fall short of 2 teams and end up with 1, who do you compete against? Does this mean that the team automatically advances? I know, yes, maybe actually. We've never had that, to be honest, where we had just 1 team actually participate. Normally, there's like 2 teams that will partake as well. So we've never had a scenario where we just have an organization or school that is just having 1 team that is participating. So I would advise that you have more than 1 team. Thank you for that. So that they actually are competing against somebody. What we've also found is that for some schools, maybe if you're new, they then get other schools around to come together and compete against each other, and they register that as 1 tournament, and then the winner from that ends up going through to the nationals. So we've never had actually just 1, because we're trying to avoid a situation where a person just selects 5 learners to just register to the nationals. I hope that answers your question. That's all the questions that were in the Q&A. Did we get more? He says, I see, thank you, it's a pleasure. I don't see any hands up or any more questions in the Q&A. Jackson, Wendy, are you guys good? Before I say we can close up the session.
I would just maybe add, that would be great. We'd love to see you guys playing these games. If you do play them in your school, please remember to just tag us, either at Tangible on the different platforms or add the hashtag Coding for Africa, just so that we can see what you're doing. Other schools can see what you're doing and that they can also get involved in the future.
Thanks, Wendy, for that. Jackson?
All good from my end. I'm excited about everyone who's going to be getting involved. Remember that this is a continent-wide tournament, so you'll be having Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, and many other African countries involved as well. I'm meeting with Zimbabwe today. I saw Andrew's on the call. So we're very, very excited. Let's get these young people competing.
Yes. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you, everybody, for joining the information session. You will be receiving an email with the recording and all the links that you need to get onto the chatbot and the videos, etc. And then from our side, the Tangible team, we look forward to participating in the tournament, and we hope that your learners have fun and learn about coding. And yeah, bye everyone.